guys, it's Chrissy with Chrissy's Divine Design Tarot, and today we are doing a reading for Camilla and Shawn Mendes. Camilla Cabello and Shawn Mendes. All right, we're going to do a Celtic cross, and we are going to start out with their energy, see what kind of energy we get, and we're going to do for one and the other. So let's do for Shawn Mendes first. It's your energy, Shawn. The Seven of Cups. Maybe a little confused, maybe having a lot of options. I feel like he knows which cup he wants, though. And what about Camilla here? Well, she is the King of Cups, very emotionally in tune. It's just energy. She's just showing up in her masculine side. And with the Seven of Cups, this is kind of wishful thinking or some choices that he needs to make, making a decision and choosing wisely. And with the King of Cups, that's definitely understanding the emotional side of things, being balanced, very generous and compassionate, tolerant to a T, very sensitive and understanding. So maybe understanding what the other is feeling when it comes to things regarding the two of them. What's the combined energy? Queen of Swords. Okay. So they're both very intelligent. I feel like they are both powerful and independent, very strong and objective and determined when it comes to things. And they both may have their own willful side, if you will. But I feel like they have realized, or they are realizing that a love like theirs doesn't come around very often. It's a kind of once in a lifetime kind of romance, okay? Regardless if it went good or bad, or a little bit of both, or now that they're coming back together, I'm feeling there's a lot of friendship and a lot of romance and loving each other. Like there's a real big connection here. So I feel like whatever confusion there is here, I feel like it is on Shawn's side, not so much on hers. Let's find out. Here's a card for the Seven of Cups for Shawn Mendes. For his energies, let's clarify what he's feeling here. Tell me a bit more about the Seven of Cups. Wanting to put down all the burdens of the past, maybe wanting to look at things in a different way. Maybe there's obligations and pressures. There's success at a price, and maybe that meant that love suffered some. I'm not realizing what was more important at the time. See, love transcends everything. Everything comes in if there's love. That success and everything else comes in naturally when it's all about love. It has to be the highest frequency, right? What about the King of Cups? What do we have with her? Let's get another card to go with the King of Cups and her masculine side. I feel like she can be both. She can be that feminine and the masculine. I feel like she's a bit of a spitfire, that one. Very fiery, but she might have water energy. She might be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. They both may be. Page of Swords. Okay, so wanting to communicate, talk, and maybe just get that mental clarity, get that information that might be useful to help with this confusion here. Maybe is watching him closely and seeing that he's going through something here or how his emotions are. Maybe having that talk or that communication. What about the Queen of Swords? Maybe one is more guarded than the other. Wow, look at that. Queen of Swords again. I'm not taking all these, but I'm going to take a peek at it. Seven of Wands, the boundaries. So somebody has boundaries here. It might be a little confusing. Somebody has that strength, that lioness type energy here. Maybe a little bit of Leo there, maybe taking their time. And maybe I'm kind of getting with the Hangman here. This may be about pausing and reflecting and gaining that new perspective and awareness at what maybe was sacrificed within this connection. And I feel like there is that divine timing at play here. They will have that victory. There will be victory here, without a doubt. I just feel like there may be boundaries put in place here, and that might be a little new. That's not the same person that I met before, and I feel like it has to do with somebody taking more than giving. Yeah, that individual success. They're both kind of having to adapt to one another. And of course, with them both being celebrities, especially in the music industry, that's a really hard industry to be in. And having to adapt to each other's individual success of what they want to go after. So they're not losing themselves within the relationship. Having to find that happy medium, that balance, if you will, right? All right. Let's move on. What do they want and don't want in this relationship? Oh, wow, that was quick. All right. So they're being strategic about things. They're maybe taking that chance or that risk on one another. I feel like that is on the positive side. Receiving what you need, that progression, moving on, and closing out whatever issues they had with each other to sail on that boat to victory or into the sunset, if you will. Yeah, they don't, not showing true feelings. They don't want that. They don't want any gaslighting or deluding or pretending or hiding their true feelings, not showing their true feelings, feeling like they can be themselves around each other. And I feel like they both have that comfortable sense of each other, where they feel they can be that. I just feel like there's some type of boundaries put in place here that maybe weren't there before, and it's a little new. This way, they're both adapting to one another and they're not losing themselves within the connection. Yeah, there was a separation between the two. They may have tried to come back together a few times here. They really miss each other. They yearn for each other. That yearning, that real deep down in the heart feeling of sadness, missing one another, unsure of the future. And I'm almost feeling like worried that they might move on with someone else. And I feel like that someone else in the picture does scare them a little bit to think that that may happen. Let's see what other obstacles may come their way. What obstacles may come between them, please? For Sean and Camilla. Any other one? Let's take this one. Ha. Secrets. Maybe things that need to be told. Maybe something hasn't been told, not everything. So maybe what their future plans may be. Let's see here. Forgiveness, reflecting, and there's that chemistry, huge chemistry. I never felt never felt a passion this intense. And there it is. You can just see it in their face. When they're together, they're both smiling and looking at each other, and no one else in the world seems to be there. It's like this the two of them connecting, and nobody else is in the picture, just them. You know what I mean? And they're reflecting and talking about forgiving one another, whatever happened before, trying to find a way to make this work, reflecting um, how to gain that clarity. And I feel like those conversations are so important at this time to really see what they want and what they really don't want in this relationship. That forgiveness of that love and realizing that this love that they share together is something that is like once in a lifetime. Some people never get this kind of love connection. I mean, whoever's lucky enough to find it. Um, some people never find it. And just to know that it's so rare and to see these two together and that they have this type of connection, I feel like they're going to realize that when if they've moved on with other people, no one compares to this love that they shared. Unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss. And I feel like they both feel that. I feel like they both know that this has to be all brought out in the open, to feel those feelings, to know that these things can be discussed in a more adult way, of a way that they both can have closure within this. All right, let's see. What's the outcome going to be here? And then we'll look at the two soul connections. All right, what's the outcome for these two? Wedding! Wow, this has come up again in the reading. We were doing an update to see if somebody had requested this reading. Wow, this is a brand new love for these two. I feel like they're getting that mutual respect for one another where it's on a different level. I feel like it's no longer that um, teenage love anymore. I feel like it's more of that young adult, a little more grown up, a little more matured, a little more understanding about what this is. Can I get two more, please? And we'll look at the bottom of the deck. Codependency. So perhaps somebody here was codependent on the other. Maybe there could have been addictions. It could have been just not wanting to be with the other one, relying too heavily on the other, or wanting the other one to fix everything, or something along those lines. Religious factors may have been a thing, but once they realize love is love is love is love, whether it's through religion for love of God, for religion of spirit, they're both the same thing. Okay, spirit is God, God is spirit. And if one's more spiritual than religious, it's just a matter of the belief system of what they both share. Now, it shouldn't matter as long as they realize love is love is love is love, regardless of religion or spirituality. And people are so shut out when it comes to that. I don't understand it myself. But having that religious background, knowing a little bit about religion certainly helps about being spiritual. I never had a religious background, so I didn't have a religion. My parents couldn't agree on one, so I didn't get any, which is fine. I mean, but I do believe in God. I already know there is something out there bigger than ourselves, right? Because I've already experienced that love. And you don't have to die to connect with spirit and feel that overwhelming out of this world type of love. It's something you never feel in this world. So, but knowing that we all are connected, even people that have died speak of this unbelievable sense of love that they felt when they passed over if they came back. People that have died and come back talk about this. Now, I didn't have to die to feel that with spirit. I was actually in a dream state. And I felt that and I just knew things. It was really an overwhelming sense of love that it automatically made me cry. There was so much love there. I didn't want to let that go. And then it was gone. And I know that the only way I'm going to feel that again is when I die. So, and I know there's spirit out there. I know there's an afterlife. I know things are going to happen after I die. I almost feel like that sense of wanting to go home, knowing that somehow this isn't my life. If that makes sense, I don't know. It might make sense to some of y'all. It is safe for you to love. So, in any case, they're going to open up their hearts to have this love and they're going to connect in that wedding and they're going to go through some of these things for religion and codependency because that's going to be a big thing when they get married. Their values and what they believe in and what's been pressed upon them and what they may want to believe in together going forward. It may be something new and different. Don't close off something that's different just because it's different. I mean, learning things means about learning about other people's differences, right? In order to grow. So let's see what's the connection here. Now, when these two souls connect, when their two hearts meet, what do we get with that? What is it going to tell us? Spirit? Any other ones? Let's look at this one. You begin to feel your heartbeat faster when you are close. And I feel like they both have that. You can actually see it in their face when they're smiling at each other, when they're together, at least when they first were together. I don't know about now, but I haven't looked them up. So I have no idea. But from the pictures I saw from when they were first together, you saw how happy they were being together. They were like two peas in a pod. Yeah, the yin and the yang. Wow, like the yin and yang symbol, twin flames contain an aspect of each other's character within themselves. And that would be that I could see it being a twin flame with these two. They may not get together right away. They may be on and off, but that's kind of like that dynamic. One has to grow and then they both grow together. They might get back together and then there's growth, right? And as long as they're growing, right? That's the main thing. Learning and growing within that relationship. Ha! Telepathic. They might be able to communicate without even speaking the words. That close soul connection are harmoniously synchronized, creating moments of telepathy. So just knowing what the other one is feeling just by looking at them, and that's a sense of telepathy, picking up on what your partner may like or not like, and being able to see it in their face or pick up on it through just knowing that telepathy. Let's see. So they may be telepathic, it might be a twin flame, and they know how important the love between them is. Emotions. Look deep within your emotions. I feel like it's very emotional, this connection, where they can't help but love one another. I feel like there is that forgiveness. sense that they're, in a sense, they could never do anything wrong to an extent where they would never come back together, or knowing that if they go, it's not going to be for long. Challenges. All true soul connection involve challenges that can be overcome together, but they have to come together to be able to overcome this challenge. So, yeah, I like this for them because there are challenges they may be facing, especially being in the music industry. Everybody pulling on their energy to want something from them, and then being able to have that connection and still multitask all the other things that are going on in their life. So, without letting anything fall, because they both want that individual success, right? They don't want to have lose that. They still want their own life, but then they have that life together, and that's kind of like a juggling act. And it's they both got to want it. They both got to try, right? What about the separation? Four of Cups, yeah. Feeling that I kind of want to say dissatisfied about the separation, not really wanting to be kind of feeling that lack and without being with one another here. What's the strategy here? The hand of cards. Tell me about that. Not, what is it? Taking a chance, being strategic, not showing their hand. So, what is the taking the chance here? Three of Pentacles. Okay, so that's good. I mean, this is teamwork. This is collaborating, having those shared goals, learning from one another, cooperating, right? That wisdom that they are both receiving, coming together to work together is kind of what I'm getting here. There's that unfinished business here and that chemistry, the reflecting and forgiveness. It's all here on what they need to do. And it's about putting down any burdens that they have, not really being confused about anything. Yeah, there's still that anxiety here that somebody has. Let's see. Who's got the anxiety over there? Something's moving forward though here with these two with the Eight of Wands. So it looks like there's progress, a breakthrough of some sort. Could be a proposal. They both are objects of desire. People desire to be in their energy or want them for love, whatever you want to say. Let's get a card for Sean on this unfinished business. What is he feeling? Ooh, the Devil. He may be Capricorn, or he may just be facing those challenges of that double energy. That, of course, being a Capricorn was really ambitious, but facing those desires and obsessions, and maybe any control issues about any self-sabotage, and facing those facing those, I want to say, any adultery issues, about having that self control when it comes to other people. It should be that team player, which is showing up here, that team that nobody can break, right? Because there's obviously going to be people that try. I mean, that's just life. Or why people do that have to come between people's happiness. But I mean, everybody shoots their shot, right? So let's see here. What about her? Tell me about her. Give me a card for Camilla. 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 Of the Cups. Yeah. Maybe hurt and sad by whatever this was. I feel like there may have been some type of control issues, and somebody was not going to be controlled here. Somebody was kind of sad about this type of behavior or had some type of conflict with this, like that disappointment I'm getting. Tell me the codependency. Tell me about the codependency, please. Two of Wands, that individual success. So I'm kind of getting with that individual success, maybe putting more emphasis on that versus that bored, or do I stay? Do I go? Am I dissatisfied? Is there greener pastures that I should be looking at? And that could have been because of their youth. Okay. What about religious factors? Page of Pentacles. So this is kind of telling me that this is growing their money independently, being studious, learning things, being goal oriented and grounded and diligent and ambitious. So one may be going after spirituality here or religion more so than the other. One may be more diligent in that than the other. Tell me, give me a card for Sean, please. Three of Swords. Okay. So now there could be somebody's asking somebody to marry them. And this may be someone new. This could be hurting somebody here if somebody else is getting that offer. What about her? Tell me about Camilla, please. Nine of Cups. I feel like she's at her Nine of Cups right now. So it's that being single, that contentment, achievement, and that self of well being. Wishes are being fulfilled. It is safe for you to love. What is this? The Star. Now, that star is having that faith, is having that hope and promise, healing, and that public recognition. So, we're going to get the after tarot to see here, but let's see here when it comes to the challenges. Tell me about the challenges here. Knight of Swords, wanting to fight for this, wanting to do battle for this. There's some type of change here, some type of action, seizing the moment, being assertive. I feel like whoever may be coming in, if it is a new love that is coming in to maybe have some type of relationship with one of them, I feel like it's somebody coming in for Camilla. And Sean is feeling some sort of way here. Now, wanting to fight for this. What is her intuition telling her? Nine of Wands, still moving forward despite the setbacks, still being able to have that success, maybe trying to break down some walls, and the Hermit. So he may be doing the Dark Night of the Soul. She may have already done so. So let's just see here. Tell me about the Queen of Swords here. That I feel like guarded. They both may be. Yeah, having to make a decision about something here. Making a decision on whether they should continue moving forward, if they're still feeling burdened. Tell me about that separation. Yeah, there might be maybe that conflicting opinions, a lot of choices, bit of a struggle going on here when it comes to maybe trying to get back together, maybe we're not compromising on things, or it's my way or the highway, or oh, the moon is here. Now I'm only reading the upright right at this point. With the moon, this is showing that something is showing up here that's reflected. Whatever illusion is coming forward here, some internal conflict maybe, or uncovering the truth. These could be issues being resurfacing from being triggered here. And that was kind of with this, I thought. So somebody might be getting triggered, needing to heal that. And I feel like that may be what's going on right now. Tell me about the unfinished business here with the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Wands. We have 8-8 there for them. Yeah, being in that self-imposed prison, realizing that they don't need to be in that state of anxiety. One is helping the other maybe come out of that feeling. That sadness and grieving. Tell me about the Three of Swords here. Yeah, that Ace of Wands, wanting that passionate new beginning. So this may be just a new love between the two of them that they are trying to recreate, wanting that renewal of this love and make it something new. Lovers. Yeah, there's a lot of love here. A lot of love here. That passionate new beginning. This could be a blessing. They both may know that it's a blessing here. What about the Knight? Yeah, there's that teamwork. Having to come together as a team if they want this to work out. All right, what is the where's her? She's here. Nine of Wands. What is her intuition telling her now about this? She might be doing the work now too, because I feel like they're both looking at if this is a twin flame, which kind of shows me it is. One's already started the dark night of the soul, and now the other one is as well. So they're both are working on that introspect, looking within. Yeah, wanting to fight for this, wanting to win. That Knight of Swords is watching, seizing that moment. Communication, I feel, is here, and I feel like that heartfelt communication is really important on this. So I don't feel like there's any new love coming in here. I'm feeling like this is just their new love of starting again with a clean slate, forgiving and reflecting on what went wrong the first time around, learning from it, and making that decision to do things better this time around. Wow. All right, for Camilla and Shawn Mendes. Wow, that's beautiful. Well, that's what I have for you for Shawn and Camilla. And this is what's coming forth. It looks like this is going to work out. One is looking for that 10th cup, wanting that offer. And it looks like they're both needing to heal within, get rid of that baggage so they're not bringing it back into the relationship. And they're going to fight for this. And they're going to heal this. And I feel like this is something that is necessary for this to turn around for them. That more mature type of energy where it's not that childhood type of energy anymore. It's a more grown up love. All right, you guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Become part of the Divine Oracle tribe if you haven't done so already. And if you want to donate, you can in the description box below. It is a link to PayPal or through the super thanks. I thank you everyone for all the super thanks. I get a notification on my phone whenever somebody does, and I truly am thankful for you all. I hope that you're getting something out of the readings. I'm trying to be a little more clear when I'm speaking about the reading, so I'll try to take more care into that instead of having all these messages coming through. I'm trying to speak them out without changing it up too much so you can follow along. All right, you guys, take care, stay blessed, and we'll see you next time. All right, later.